Benson for the point.
Back to better. Through the block and down.
Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
We are set and squared away for a Week 3 Section 8A showdown between the Fosston Greyhounds and the Polk County West Thunder on a calm and charming night in Climax. Good evening and welcome everyone to Climax Shelley School. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, and I thank you for tuning in to tonight's YourLiveEvent.com coverage of Minnesota Section 8A and Northwest North Conference football. The winless meet the undefeated with an 0-2 Greyhounds group seeking more scores and momentum on the young season. No traveling required for the 2-0 Thunder tonight as they're back at their second home game of the season and hot off the heels of yet another offensive outburst. Fosston, Polk County West. We'll tell you about these two teams and then some coming up in our Coaches' Comments segment in our pregame show. Powered by Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, this is Minnesota high school football coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Ulster Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Ulster Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome back to our pregame show and our first segment of our Coach's Pregame Comments. Now joined by the head honcho of Polk County West, Darren Bicklum. Coach, first off, how are you feeling this evening?
Just happy to be playing football. Beautiful night. Definitely a lot nicer than last time we were here, I know that.
Yeah, a bit rainy, a bit mugged down last time. It's clear, it's calm. It's your second home game of the season here at Climax. What's it like being back at home after a short road trip to War Road?
Short, yeah, understatement. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's always nice to play at home, and you know, it's obviously you don't have to go as far, but being at home, there's nothing better.
Now your team is 2-0 on the season, but dating back to last season, you've won the last 5 games, and you took on a 8AA team in War Road and handled them quite well. In what ways did War Road test you?
War Road's a very good football team. They're big and strong, and their running backs ran hard, and you know, we bent a few times, we didn't break, and it was a battle. And the score, they played a lot harder than what the score showed on the scoreboard.
Your team has put up 34-plus points in just 2 games, 41 in the first half in Week 1 against Red Lake County. What makes your team such sufficient scorers?
We've got a lot of good athletes and a decent quarterback to run the show there. It's Averill, and you know, got some speed. So obviously the guys up front get after it, and that's been a big thing. They played together for it's on their second year now, and there's only one senior there, so nice we got them back again next year. But the continuity up front has helped.
How are we feeling coming into this week? Everybody healthy?
Yeah, everyone's healthy. We're just excited to get going again.
This is a team, Fosston, you haven't seen since 2019. What sample size do you have them on tape that you can judge of?
Tape is tape. It's not seeing them in real person, real speed, but I know they always give us a game no matter what they have on either side of the ball, and it's going to be a heck of a game, and always has been, always will be.
What was the attack last week, right? We didn't get to see that game. Was it more the run offense or the spread offense? We know Zavarol can sling it. We know the Gaps can run it. What went down against Warroad?
Yeah, we did a little of both, but we ran the ball more than we did. We threw I believe it was 4 for 6 throwing, but just enough to keep the defense honest, and we grounded out on the ground a little bit and come up with a victory.
And Coach, what's your final thoughts and keys for tonight's ball game?
We just have to play sound defense and offense and assignment free.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you much.
Thanks once again to Coach Darren Bicklum of Polk County West. His Thunder squad at 2-0 on this season, 1-0 at home, 1-0 on the road, 1-0 in Section 8A, and 1-0 in the Northwest North Conference. The last two for the Thunder look as so. 41-24 dub versus Red Lake County. That was at Climax, a conference and section game. And then bumped up to 8AA against Warroad, 34-6. The Thunders handled the Warriors on September 9th last week. Now they're ready to play another section and conference rival in the Fosston Greyhounds. Last time these two teams met was on October 9th of 2019. That was at EGF. And 54-6 victory for Polk County West against the Greyhounds. See what Fosston has to say with head honcho Eric Ockrey when we come back on our pregame coaches' comments and our pregame show. You're watching Minnesota High School football on YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas, because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
Welcome back to our pregame show and our second half of our pregame coaches' comments. Now joined by the head honcho of Fosston, Eric Ockrey. Coach, first off, how you feeling tonight?
Friday night is great. It doesn't matter who you play. It's so much fun to get out in this short-lived, beautiful weather that we have. And there isn't place you'd really rather, not many places you'd rather be than high school football on a Friday night. And we're excited. We got a big challenge ahead of us, though, and that's going to be a great test.
Before we get on to Polk County West, let's talk about how it's really seeming like football weather. It's getting a little bit more crisp. It's going to get in the 50s tonight. Are you a fan of that?
Yeah, we always talk to our kids about it. And it might be one of the reasons our numbers are a little bit low. I mean, to be a football player, you got to start in August, and you got to start in the heat and sweat. And at the end of the year, you might be shoveling snow. So any day like this, where it's 50s even, I mean, it's a blessing. So it's a game meant to be played in the elements, and we have nice elements tonight.
And so far, but you mentioned facing the heat. You guys kind of faced the heat to start the season. Combined record of Monoman Wab and Ada West 4-0. What's it like, playing against the cream of the crop to start the season?
I like it. I mean, it helps reveal kind of where you are mentally and psychologically as a team. We have to preach staying together and it being a long season and playing for the playoffs and getting better every day. I mean, I think you get a false sense of confidence if you don't play somebody really good early in the year. And having somebody that's a little less good wouldn't be the end of the world. But that's what's great about football, though. I mean, you just have to go out and play. I mean, there's so many things that you can't control, and we try to preach that to kids, and it's a great kind of approach to life that you don't worry about yourself and the way you carry yourself and the way you do things and executing. And there aren't many teams that end up with no wins. I mean, at the end of the year, so you're gonna get beat at some time. So I don't know. I think it's a great character builder.
Once again, you're playing a good team in Polk County West. This team is kind of like pick your poison on offense, with the spread offense and also the run game with the Gap brothers. What do you have to do? Which side do you want to slow down first?
That is a great question. You want to take them out of what they want to do, and when a team can throw deep and when a team can run power off tackle and kick people out with physical alignment, I mean, it is. Pick your poison, I guess, is the way you said it. So you point out your small successes. You point out when you knock a pass down, or you point out when you get a stop, or when you make a tackle for loss, and you got to kind of treat it one play at a time, and got to have a short memory if you're a defensive back, and all that stuff.
What can we expect from your team building off some momentum of score last week against Ada West? Who are some standout players to look at tonight for your Fosston Greyhounds?
Sure, yeah, we're looking at, like, Jesse Beckman's out in front of us, and is one of our kids that is a physical football player. He plays guard and middle linebacker, and he's going to have to make a bunch of plays on defense, middle linebacker in that run game and that off tackle run game that they have. Warren Nelson's playing center for us, and he'll be a defensive tackle, and I've told our kids that we haven't blocked these guys for many years now, and we've got to establish the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be up to Warren and Jaden Bakke and Jesse, as I mentioned earlier, and our backs just have to. Thatcher is our quarterback, Thatcher Palubicki, and the Gray brothers carry the ball quite a bit for us, Ethan and Gavin, and we've got to have ball security and hit the hole and avoid our pre-snap penalties and our mental errors, that kind of stuff. So we have a lot of kids that we're hoping shine tonight and through the whole game.
That sounds like your final keys. What about your final thoughts of the ball game, Coach?
Oh, it's a great night to be out, and we have a great opponent, and it's an awesome test, and we're just looking for our kids to fight tonight. I said that. Of course you want to win, right? But we're measuring kind of where we are as a program and where we are as a team based on competing for 4 quarters, right? Guys not dropping their heads, guys continuing to play hard. It's 0-0 the whole game, and that's what we're shooting for tonight.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks once again to Coach Eric Ockrey of Fosston. His Greyhounds overall in the season at 0-2, facing the Polk County West Thunder tonight. The first 2 games of the season, combined 4-0 record, the opponents. Monoman Wab won 35-0 on September 2nd. And then just last week versus Ada West at Ada, 39-6 in favor of the Cougars, both Section 8A games. So the Greyhounds also 0-2 in the section as well. Thanks once again to Coach Eric Ockrey for our second segment of our pregame coaches' comments. When we come back, we'll talk storylines and starting lineups after this. This is a Minnesota high school football coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. Harvest specials from Norman County Implement. Highway 9 North Ada, 12 road, 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced for $20,000. 2013 Amity 12 row, 22-inch beet harvester with active depth, local trade, good condition. Call for the pricing on this one. Talk with Chuck or Neil. Also ask them about tractors and the new versatile Fury that's available from Norman County Implement. Plus, don't forget the J&M 750 grain cart. Norman County Implement. Thanks you for your business. 218-784-2961.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to our pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company and RJ Broadcasting Incorporated. Believe Fosston won the toss. They will receive to open up the game. So we'll see Polk County West kick. One of the Roricks kicking for the Thunder. And let's get to the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll start off with Fosston's offense, since we'll see them first. At quarterback, number 28 is Thatcher Paljevicki. In the running backfield, it's Gavin and Ethan Gray, the brothers, joined in the wide receiving core with Robbie Olson at Tegan Larson. And starting tonight in favor of Joey Richardson, who I believe is injured, is Tristan Osmondson. On the offensive line is Alex Hagan at left tackle, Jesse Beckman at left guard. Center is Warren Nelson. Right guard is Jaden Bakke, and right tackle is Ashton Voss. For Polk County West's defense, middle linebacking crew, Dawson Willett, Sam Gapp. Outside backer is Montana Jorgensen. And on the other side, Mike Gapp. Defensive line looks as so. Alex Hart at DN, Ryan Sullivan at DL. Fellow D-tackle is Daniel Suda. And on the far side, DN, Nick Brunden. Secondary runs as Colin Rourke at cornerback, quarterback Isaac Zavarol at safety, and cornerback Landon Denny on the far side. We'll jump over to the offense starters for Polk County West. Zavarol, as I said, the quarterback. An impressive week one, 3 for 3, 169 through the air, and 3 touchdowns. His backfield, the brotherly backfield of Mike Gapp and Sam Gapp, followed by Caven and Dawson Rourke. Also Colin Rourke at wide receiver, joined and flexed by Landon Denny. His offensive line looks as so. His center is Montana Jorgensen. His right guard is Nick Brunden. Left guard Alex Hart. Right tackle Daniel Suda. And left tackle Ryan Sullivan. Quarterbacks for tonight, Isaac Zavarol, a senior at 5'11", 150, number 2. You heard his numbers. And then a junior for Fosston at number 28, Thatcher Paljevicki, last week versus Ada Borup West. First touchdown of the young season for Fosston. I believe a 27-yard strike to Ryan Dupong late in the ball game against the Cougars. Your starting lineups here on YourLiveEvent.com. As I believe we are about under a minute remaining until we get into our pregame preliminaries with the national anthem and starting lineups on the PA side. So we'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll talk storylines. You're watching Fosston versus Polk County West pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org. The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
We are moments away from kickoff here at Climax Field, Climax Shelley Schools, Fosston and Polk County West, coming your way after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to YourLiveEvent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. It's time for our starting lineups via the PA here at Climax, Minnesota, Climax Shelley Schools. Thanks to our cameraman tonight from Fosston, Luke Santis, taking the time to come up here in the booth and help us out. Much props to him, and thanks again to the Fosston coaching staff and Coach Acri. Didn't get to the Fosston defending starting lineup, so we'll go over them real quick. Well, Christian, the defensive end, joined by Warren Nelson, defensive lineman, Gavin Gray next to Nelson. And on the far side, defensive end is Jaden Baki. Middle linebacking core looks as so. It's Jesse Beckman and Ethan Gray. Outside backer is Nick Johnson. And the secondary, a bit different this time out for Fosston as Polk County West plunges through the paper. Aaron Norland will play in the secondary, I believe at safety. Thatcher Palubicki will go to cornerback. Tristan Osmondson will be at cornerback as well. We'll have other players rotating in and out for Fosston on that defensive side. Just moments away from kickoff in week 3 of Section 8A high school football in Minnesota. Fosston won the toss, and they will receive the football. So we will see, I believe, Kevin Rorick to kick for Polk County West. That is Kevin number 7. Make sure we have the right personnel out there. Once again, these two teams have not played since 2019. They didn't play last year. For Polk County West last season, they went 3-1 and have won their last 5 games dating back to 2020, including an overtime thriller against East Grand Forks at EGF. It's actually Colin Rorick, senior wide receiver number 1, to kick off for the Thunder. Back deep for Fosston is Robbie Olson. And looking here, I believe Aaron Norland. Rorick swings his right foot away, and we are underway in climax. This one's taken right around the 25-yard line, near sideline. Nice open field tackle by Polk County West. That is Kevin Rorick, and that's where we'll see Polk County West's defense take on Fosston, setting up shop at the 30-yard line, Fosston territory. Fosston this season, only 2 games played, so not a large sample size to judge from. 3 points per game, giving up 37. Have lost to Monoman Waban, Ada Warp West. Cream of the crop teams in Section 8A. Patty Bickey breaks the huddle, goes spread offense. He'll be under center, offset I formation backfield. Hand off to left side, ball is on the ground, and Polk County West starts the game with a turnover.
Great start by the Thunder as there was a fumble on
Johnny on the spot for that fumble recovery is Daniel Suda. Gavin Gray on the carry to the left side, a stretch play. Never really corralled it. First turnover of the game. And we go to Polk County West in Fosston territory inside the 27 now. Now we'll see the likes of Zavarol come out, like I said, 3 for 3 in week 1 against Red Lake County. 3 touchdowns, 169 yards. He's under center this time. Sends a man in motion. That's Rorick. Now goes up the middle himself and takes it for a minimal gain. Quarterback keeper by Zavarol.
Zavarol on the keeper. Good for a gain
He
of
rushed
4.
3 times in week 1. 14 yards, 1 touchdown. Gain of 3. Make it 4. Pushes it to the Fosston 25, we'll call it. Just past 30 seconds, shotgun formation. Zavarol with gap to his right. That's Sam Gap. Spread offense. Kicks his leg, play action. Looks to his left, now goes over the middle. Has Sam Gap caught at the 15 and tackled after a first down gain, I believe.
Complete by the Thunder. Making the catch is Mike Gap. Going to be a Thunder first down.
Mike Gap with the catch. We'll see if they officially spot it. I believe it's near the 15. From the 25-yard line, 1 for 1 is Zavarol. Finding Mike Gap, and it goes to the 13, again 12. Zavarol back where he left off. 4 for 6 last week versus War Road. 34-6 victory for Polk County West. Spread offense once again. Right side. This is Gap. Up the gap. Spins off a tackle. Near the goal line. What do they call him? He's down just shy. Sam Gap takes it. The senior, older Gap. 9 yards, just inches away from the first down. Sam Gap for 9. In week 1, he went 85 yards on 4 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Ball is at the 4-yard line, and they do call it a first down, so a round up, and you always a round up. First down and 10. Spread offense. Sam Gap to Zavarol's right. Sends a man in motion. That's Mike Gap. Up the middle. To Gap. Mike Gap, is he in? He's in. Touchdown, Polk County West.
Run up the middle by Mike Gap.
Mike Gap up the gap, untouched, and taken down for 6. From 27 yards out after the fumble recovery by Suda, it's 6-0 at PCW. Rourke will do the honors with the kick. The PAT holding is Sam Gap, and is through and true, 7-0. Thunder on top of the Greyhounds with just 9:51 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Polk County West leads Fosston. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
The telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Deja vu, Polk County West back to kicking off. 9:51 left to go in the first quarter. PCW on top of Fosston, 7-0 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. A fumble on the last possession by Fosston by Gavin Gray resulted in 7 points for Polk County West's potent offense. This one is taken by Robbie Olson near the 5-yard line, and he is almost tripped up, stays on his feet near sideline at the 30, and is bounced out of bounds and wrapped down. Nice open field tackle by Carter Helgeson.
Greyhound 10-yard line, but a nice return.
Olson took it from the 10 to the 30, gain of 20 on the kickoff. And it's just about exactly where Fosston set up shop last time. Only ran one play and was a turnover. Paubicki, the junior quarterback, steps back out. Had an offset eye backfield last time. One lonely play. See if Gavin and Ethan Gray join him in the backfield. Number 27, Gavin, and Ethan's number 40. Robbie Olson in the backfield, deep back. Looks like Gavin or Ethan Gray is the fullback. Handoff to Olson, up the middle from the I formation. Minimal gain, maybe half a yard.
For a short gain, in on the tackle, number 53, Nick Brunden.
Nick Brunden in on the tackle. First carry goes to Olson for no yards. First official play that gains some traction for the Greyhounds. Paubicki back to the huddle. Drops to a left knee here in week 3. Down 7-0. Third play for Fosston's offense. Offset eye. Now to the right side goes Ethan Gray. 2 receivers to the right, and the whole offensive line false starts. First penalty of the night between either squad, and it's a 5-yard penalty against Fosston. Second and 15 coming up for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds just 2 rushes. One by Gavin Gray that went down as a fumble. Now I formation. Olson in the backfield deep. Paubicki goes over the middle, has a man intercepted through the hands, and that one might go the other side. Tackle down at the 30-yard line. Ripping the ball away on that play. Number 10, Landon Denny, the cornerback. First pass of the night for Paubicki's intercepted. He was intercepted twice versus Ada Borup West. First down and 10 at the 25 for Polk County West. Paubicki's first pass of the night. He had his man, hit him in the numbers, and just fell out, and Denny on the spot to take it. Zavril on the shotgun. Doubles to both sides. Hands up the middle. That's Gap to the left side. Stiff arm. Boys over a man. Has the first down. It is near the out of bounds. He's tackled inside the 15. Sam Gap on the first down gallop. He had a carry of 10 earlier from the 25. I believe they will mark this at the 15. And they do. Another gain of 10 for Sam Gap. On 2 rushes, 20 yards, both first downs. Same formation for Zavarol. Sam Gap to his left in the shotgun. Up 7-0. Low snap. Hand off to Gap. Skirts one way. Blinker to the right. Stripped up. And a gain of 8 for Sam Gap. It might move the sticks, actually. Let's see. They call it a first down for Gap. Back-to-back-to-back first down runs for Sam Gap in 3 handoffs tonight. That one's at the 5. All gains of 10. 3 rushes and 30 yards. That's pretty easy math right there. 10 yards per pop for Sam Gap. Zavarol with Sam Gap to his right. Doubles to both sides. Spread offense doesn't change much for Polk County West. Saw this in week 1. Play action. Zavarol zips in the end zone. He takes a wallop right at the goal line. He is short.
Quarterback keeper by Zavarol.
Zavarol calls his number for the second time tonight. Minimal gain for the quarterback. If any at all, I believe he gained 2 on that play. Gained 4 on his last quarterback keeper to start up Polk County West's first play on offense. 2nd down and 3 at the 3. 2nd down and goal. Doubles, both sides, shotgun. Sam Gap to the left. Zavarol takes it himself, looks to his left, now over the middle, has a man caught, touchdown Polk County West. Colin Rorick with the TD grab for 6. Rorick ripped it out of the air, bit high, and Rorick sky high for it. 13-0 here with 6:46 in the first quarter. Zavarol is 2 for 2 in attempts. Rorick, who just caught the touchdown, kicks the PAT up true and through. 14-0. County West on Fosston on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard with 6:46 left to go. It's all Thunder early on here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Another kickoff for Colin Rorick. He just caught the touchdown, kicked the PAT. Now he'll kick off to Fosston up 14-0 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. 2 turnovers, 2 drives for Fosston's offense. Kickoff from Rorick. This one's taken by number 29, Norland. On the far sideline, now cuts near sideline, has an angle, skirts back inside, has Rorick to beat, stiff arm to Colin, and he's dragged out of bounds near the 50-yard line, call it the 47. A nice gain for Carson Norland, or Aaron Norland, excuse me. On the far side, now to the near side. Like I said, 2 turnovers on 2 possessions for Fosston. They started the last 2 drives at the 30. Now at the 47, just 3 yards away from crossing midfield. .636 first quarter, week 3. We'll see the same I formation, it looks like, for Fosston. Palubicki under center. Robbie Olson deep in the backfield. Hand of Olson left side. Makes a man miss. Has some yards. Tackle from behind. A leaping lunge by number 52, Alex Hart. But not after a gain of 6 on the play by Olson. Olson's first carry of the night. This is past midfield. Call it the 47-yard line of Polk County West territory. First positive gain for Fosston tonight. And now they're in Polk County West territory just like that. After the nice return from Norland. I formation. Doubles to the right, single to the left. Palubicki under center. And this one is the Gray. And fullback is stuffed. Ethan Gray takes it for no yards.
Run up the middle for Ethan Gray. In on the tackle.
His second carry tonight.
54, Daniel.
Or excuse me, his first. Olsen had that last 6-yard gain. Ethan Gray's first carry goes for 0. Brings up third down. First third down for Fosston. A fumble by Gavin Gray and an interception by Palubicki. It was ripped out of the hands of his receiver by Landon Denny, the cornerback. Same formation. Offset I now. Ethan Gray offset to the left. Handoff. Olsen, left side, has the angle. Has one man to beat, and ball is out of his hands. And he goes out of bounds, lucky enough for Fosston. And it's 4th down and short. Kevin Rorick with the tackle out of bounds. Brings up 4th and call it 4. Maybe 3. Now make it 3. 1-yard gain by Olsen. Fosston will go for it. Now it's doubles to the left on the left side hash. A short field for Palubicki to work with if he elects to go to that side. Single receiver to the right. Handoff right side, and he's met in the backfield by a plethora of Polk County West defenders. Turnover on downs. Olsen gains no yards. Hart harpoons in once again for the tackle. And it's back to Polk County West, just 3 yards away from midfield. Their last 2 drives started inside the Fosston 30, and now they're in midfield once again. Zavarol, shotgun. What else is new with the spread offense? Sends a man in motion. That's Rorick. He will fake the handoff. No, he gives the handoff. Far side to Rorick with a stiff arm. Now skirts back inside and is finally ripped down after a first down gallop. A rip for Rorick. Caven takes it inside near the 30. First down, Polk County West on Kevin Rorick's first run of the night. See if they officially spot it, and I believe it's at the 31-yard line. 32 they call it. Gain of 21 for Rourke. Spread offense. In the middle of the field. Send a man in motion. That's Gap. Right side. Takes the end around. And he is tackled open field nicely by number 28 on the play. That's Thatcher Palubicki, the quarterback in corner. We have Laundry on the field. Mike Gap on the carry. He was in the slot spot on the far sideline. Refs confer. Holding against Polk County West, it looks like. It is. First Thunder penalty of the night. Palubicki with a nice open field tackle, pinpoint around the ankles. And backs it up for Polk County West's offense. Both teams, one penalty. First and 22. Right hash mark. Sam Gap to the right, hip of Zavarol. Takes the snap, play action, has a man in his set face. Now goes right side to Kevin Rourke, caught near the 35-yard line for a positive gain, but still second and long.
Catch is made by Kevin Rourke. It's going to be second down and about 15.
Gain of 7 on the play for Zavarol. Rourke with his first catch tonight. Ball's at the 35-yard line of Fosston territory. Right hash mark. Spread offense. Sam Gap, left hip of Zavarol. Low snap on the grass. Now back to pass. Denny has it on the right side, and it's at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 15 yards and a first down strike on the zip from Zavarol.
Landon Denny on the catch.
Denny's first grab. And Polk County West, potent offense, still chugging along. 3:58 in the first quarter. That one at the 17-yard line. 3 times Averill has passed, 2 first downs and a touchdown. First down and 10 at the Fosston 17-yard line. Sends a man in motion. That's Mike Gap. Handoff to Sam Gap. Skirts left, now goes right, has the pylon, has the angle, and he bullies his way in. Touchdown. No, he's out of bounds. You can see the far right ref. Did he get in? He did get in. Touchdown on the play by Polk County West.
Gap in on the run. That's gonna be
Sam Gap with his second touchdown scurry of the night from 17 yards out. It's 20-0. Far ref didn't put up his hands immediately. And it's 21-0. Rorick kicks it through. 21-0. Polk County West with 3:32 in the first quarter on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Polk County West potent it on top of Fosston here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Coming back from the score, second of the night for Sam Gap, galloping his way to the right side pylon, 21-0. Polk County West on top of Fosston on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. Colin Rorick, a little squibber off guard, and it bounces off 2 Fosston Greyhounds. Now here's a pile for the football. And Polk County West has a chance to get it back, and I believe it is recovered by Fosston. Their quarterback, Palubicki, comes up with a pigskin. Fourth drive of the night for Fosston. 2 turnovers and a turnover on downs. An interception by Palubicki. That one was picked off by Landon Denny. And a fumble by running back Gavin Gray. First down and 10, Greyhounds at their own 38. Doubles to the right, single to the left. Left hash mark, offset eye. Olsen, the deep back. Palubicki barks under center. Stretch play left side, met in the backfield for a loss. TFL on the play. Nick Brendan comes in and buries Olsen for the loss. Negative gain for Olsen. He was at 7 on 3 carries, and then make it. Now last carry on the turnover on downs. He has 5 carries, loses 7 right there. Second down and 14 for Fosston to deal with at their own 35-yard line. First turnover by Polk County West on defense wasn't forced. Second one, Denny just ripped it away. And a false start on Fosston. Now looks like number 74, Jesse Beckman, the left guard, jumped early. Second of the night for Fosston in the penalty category. 2 false starts. First one was by the entire offensive line. And I believe we have a timeout. Timeout, Coach Eric Ockery and Fosston down 21-0. 2:25 left in the first quarter on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. We'll be right back after this 30-second break.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
First timeout taken of the night. This one's courtesy of Fosston, down 21-0, facing a second down and 19. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Community Co-op scoreboard. Derek Zimmerman got with you tonight here in Climax, Minnesota, along with Luke Santis, our cameraman, our camera worker tonight. Thanks to him and all the kind staff here at Climax Shelley School as well. 2nd and long for Fosston. Offset eye. Palibicki hands off to Gray. Fullback dive and spins to the left. Now back up the middle and gains positive yards there. Gavin Gray's 3rd carry. Now make it 2nd carry of the night. And brings it to 3rd and 12. Third and 12 coming up for Fosston. Still 3rd and long. At their own 35. Same formation. Ethan Gray, offset to the left in the eye. Doubles to the left to Gray, left side. He skirts to the right, and he gains no yards there. He is buried by Polk County West. 4th down and 12 coming up.
On the carry, number 50, Ethan Evans, in on the tackle. Going to bring up 4th down.
4th and long, and I believe a yard may have been lost. Maybe half one. This one looks like it's at the 36-yard line. They have it marked at the 35 officially. And I believe we are punting. Fosston is punting. Palibicki to punt. Back deep is Gap. That is Sam Gap. Number 15. Low snap. Hits the turf. This one sky high, but not very far. Peter is called. Fire. It just skirts past the 50 at the 49. And that's where Polk County West will set up shop. Already up 21-0. 55 seconds left. If you round up, 56 here in the first quarter. Averell and the offense have been effective early on. A touchdown snag by Colin Rorick and 2 touchdown gallops by Sam Gap. He has 57 yards on 4 carries and 2 scores. Ball at the 49. Once again, doubles right, doubles left. Sam Gap to the right hip of Zavarall. Nothing new there. Straight snap over the middle. That one is intercepted by Fosston. Fosston over the middle. That is Beckman to the right side. And past the 50. Turnover. Polk County West Greyhounds in business in Thunder territory. Right in Beckman's breadbasket. Puts his arms up for it just barely. He looks taller out there. He stands at 5'8". And it just went right into his mitts. Interception by Zavarall and his first incompletion of the night. He was 4 for 4 previously. Back to Fosston. They force a turnover. Much needed. Interception on the play by sophomore Jesse Beckman. Back to Fosston after punting. Short punt at that. At the 47, Polk County West, offset eye, left side. Olsen met in the backfield, going nowhere. He loses 6 yards on the play.
Meeting the ball carrier in the backfield is number 50, Ethan Evans, for a big loss.
Some new Thunder players in there. Number 50, Ethan Evans makes the play for the loss. First down now, 2nd down and 15 in Fosston territory. We might let this clock run out under 20. And Coach Eric Ockery elects to do so. Down 21-0 and facing a 2nd down and 15 when we come back. In the first quarter, 3 scores for Polk County West. Their potent offense running high. A 4-yard touchdown run by Mike Gap, followed up by a Zavarall pass to Colin Rorick, 3 yards out to the end zone. And Mike Gap glides in for 6 more off of a 17-yard run. 21-0, Polk County West on top of Fosston after 1 quarter played. Here on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Be right back after 1 minute. You are watching Minnesota High School football on YourLiveEvent.com.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Second down and 15, open the second quarter for Fosston. Now going left to right, down by 21 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Paliviki back to pass and over the head of his intended target. He was looking for Norland on the left side, running a slant. Brings up third down and 15. Paliviki 0 for 2 to start the night, just his second attempt. He also subbed in to punt on that previous drive, taking the place of original punter Jesse Beckman, who is too busy picking off passes from Isaac Zavarol, setting up Fosston near midfield. But they have to gain this first down. Third and a country mile. Doubles to the left for Paliviki, single to the right, I formation under center as always. And it's a handoff to Olsen, who is stuffed. No, he skirts the left side, opposite the left side. And a whip tackle by Sam Gap. Snuffs that one out. Fourth down and long. Don't believe Olsen gained any yards on that play. He was initially stuffed and was able to just find an opening, a crease to the left side, but Sam Gap took him out. An officially gain of 0 for Olsen. I believe Olsen's punting now, if I'm correct. Olsen punting. Gap back to receive. Feet planted at his own 30. Might have a chance at this one. And he'll let it ride past him inside the 20, down at the 19-yard line of Polk County West. Sam Gap lets it fly to the right. His right after the punt. Nice punt by Robbie Olsen. Now Polk County West will have to go to work on offense. They have started inside Fosston territory twice now near the 30, and their last possession at the 47 before being picked off by Beckman and the Greyhounds. Zavarol breaks the huddle, doubles to both sides. Sam Gap to his left. One interception, and we have a fumble on the play. Low snap again. We've seen that a few times from center Montana Jorgensen. And luckily for Zavarol and the Thunder, he gets it back and falls on it, but as a loss on the play, of course. Second down and 15. Zavarol before that pick, as I said, he was 4 for 4, now 4 for 5. He had a man in motion. I believe that was Kevin Rourke in motion, going left to right. Same formation, same spot for Gap to the left in the backfield. Now sending Mike Gap in motion, hands off to Sam, right side, jukes a man out of his shoes, now cuts in near side, puts on his blinkers, and he might go the distance. One man the beat. Sam Gap skirts to the right. He is out of here. Touchdown, Polk County West. 85 yards to the crib. Gap with his third gallop for 6 tonight. 27-0, Polk County West. 85 yards for Sam Gap. He had 57 before that carry. Rourke to kick the PAT. Just his 5th carry of the night. Rourke's kick through and true. 28-0 here in the second quarter. 10:13 to go in the first half. Polk County West can score from anywhere. An 85-yard run from Sam Gap on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Right back after 30 seconds.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas, because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3US.
Coming back from the Sam Gap glide, galvanizing Fosston 28-0. I believe now his third touchdown tonight. He has 5 carries for 142 yards, 3 scores, the hat trick for Sam Gap, the senior back. Rorick kicking off right to left now. Back deep is Olsen and Norland. And low line drive, it picked up near the 30, and the knee was down when he picked it up. And it's Palyabicki once again with a kickoff return. Last kickoff from Polk County West, almost an onside kick. Ball is spotted right at the 30, where Palyabicki's knee touched the turf, the grass. Rough field conditions here tonight after week 1 was very rainy and didn't do this field any justice. Some mud clumps out there, some dirt, some dry patches on that far end zone that Gap just scurried off to moments ago. Hasn't hindered Polk County West, hometown advantage. Doubles to the right for Palyabicki, single to the left in the middle of the field. Offset eye, Olsen the deep back. He will go to Olsen. Olsen met in the backfield by 2 Thunder defenders. In on the play. Looks like Kaven Rorick. Kaven Rorick roars through the offensive line for the TFL, along with defensive lineman Daniel Suda, who recovered a fumble earlier to begin the ball game. First play from scrimmage. 2nd down and 13 on the loss from Olsen. His 7th carry, he's now in negative territory with -3. Doubles right, single left, offset. Same formation again. Looks like Gray goes up the middle, fullback dive, and he bounces off to the left side. He might have gained a yard there. Gray gets it going to the left side after initially looking like he was met for no gain up the middle. And it looks like he gains 4 back there. This brings up 3rd down and 9. At the Fosston 27. Down 28-0 here in week 3 against Polk County West. 2-0 Thunder, 0-2 Greyhounds. Section 8A, confusion by Fosston. Had some players in the receiver corps not lined up. Timeout, Eric Ockery and the Greyhounds. The second Fosston timeout of the first half. We'll take it with them. 30-second timeout on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard at Polk County West, 28, Fosston 0. You are watching Minnesota High School football on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Second timeout taken by Coach Eric Ockery and Fosston, down 28-0 to Polk County West on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 9:20, second quarter. 3 touchdowns by stud running back Sam Gap for Polk County West. That last one, he just had 85 yards. Just glistening to the end zone and ripping through a few tackles. Highlight reel play for Gap. Week 3, Minnesota High School football, Section 8A. Conference and section rivalry square down here. 2-0, Polk County West, 0-2 Fosston. Fosston faces a 3rd and 9 at their own 31. On the left hash mark, doubles to the left for Palyabicki. Single to the right, offset eye behind him. He's under center again. Hasn't been in a shotgun yet. And fumble on the play. A missed exchange from the center, And who's got that football? Is it Polk County West with another turnover? It is Thunder football inside Fosston's 30-yard line. Third turnover of the night for Fosston. 2 via fumble, 1 interception. Polk County West in business at the Fosston 25. Miss exchange on the play from the center, Warren Nelson and Palubicki. And we see the spread offense. Nothing new there for Zavarol and company. 25 yards out. Sends Mike Gap in motion, left the right. Now goes far side. All alone. Touchdown. Colin Rorick races to the end zone. 25 yards out. A dime from Zavarol for 6. Rorick's second touchdown snag of the night. It's 34-0. 25 yards out. Rorick with the score and the PAT. Through and true, 35-0 Polk County West on their home turf here in Climax with 9:08 left to play in the first half over Fosston on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Right back after 30 seconds, Minnesota High School football on YourLiveEvent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
35-0 ball game in favor of Polk County West, plundering the end zone tonight. A touchdown grab by Colin Rorick of 25 yards from senior quarterback Isaac Zavarol. Rorick will kick once again. 9:08 here in the first half. Norland and Olsen, the deep backs, is picked up at the 35, and a nice return for Fosston now at the 46, and Gang tackled out of bounds on the Thunder sideline. A scrappy play by freshman Ryan Dupong, who owns the only touchdown for Fosston this season. He hauled in a 27-yard touchdown last week versus Ada Borup West. Fosston has had some drives start near midfield now after the interception by Beckman a few drives ago. Now a nice return from their freshman. See if they can't get the tool shop working. Down 35-0 at their own 48. 2 passes so far by Palubicki, and we have some confusion, it looks like. Doesn't seem like Fosston knew if they had the right amount of players in or not. And third and final timeout of the half by Coach Eric Ockery and Fosston. More confusion. Back-to-back drives for Fosston with this incident. We'll take a break with them. 30 seconds to go here in this timeout. 35-0 Polk County West on Fosston on the Community Co-op scoreboard.
Products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Confusion from Fosston. They burn their third and final timeout of the first half. Jaden Baki, sophomore offensive lineman in company. I believe also Beckman in there, or Ashton Voss, senior offensive lineman. Weren't sure who was supposed to be in on the substitution for the Greyhounds. 35-0, 9 minutes, first half. All Polk County West. First play of the drive for Fosston at their own 48. Blown back is Olsen, it looks like. Pavlicki under center. Doubles to his left. Right hash mark. Handoff to Pavlicki, who is absolutely stuffed in the backfield. Met as soon as he got it.
That's number 53, Nick Brundon.
Brundon blasts his way through for the TFL. 2nd and 14 coming up. -4 yards on the play for Olsen. And Olsen's numbers drop. He started the night with 3 carries, 7 yards. It's now dropped to 8 carries. -7. That defensive line for Polk County West, they are anchored by some absolute monsters with Hart at 6'2", 200, and Suda at 6'0", 240. Brundon at 5'10", 190. The lightest of the group. Same formation. Handoff left side to Olsen. Finds a lane, tries to skirt back inside. No blockers for him. Another TFL for Polk County West on defense.
Number 15, Sam Gap on the tackle. Number
Sam Gap, the outside backer. Middle backer, actually, coming in on the TFL. 3rd down and very long for Fosston. Loss of 6 for Olsen. He has 9 carries. -13 on the night. Clock is ticking. 7:44 in the first half. 35-0 ball game. Polk County West 2-0. They scored 34 last week versus War Road and 41 in the first half in week 1 versus Red Lake County here at Climax. Same formation. Doubles to the left. Pavlicki right through the hands of his receiver. Looked like a wide receiver screen. And Tristan Osmonson drops it. 0 for 3 is Pavlicki. 4th down and 20. Pavlicki has been intercepted, overthrew one, and the receiver straight up dropped it right there. Olsen, the 3rd punter of the night, well, technically the 2nd. Beckman, the usual punter, subbed out for Pavlicki. Now it's Olsen. Olsen gets it away, almost blocked. And line drive, it works in favor of Fosston. It takes a Greyhound roll all the way to the 25 in PCW territory. Olsen with his 2 punts tonight. Don't have much hang time, but enough velocity on them, enough zip to push Polk County West back to their own 25. They started last drive at their own 15. One play resulted 85 yards to the crib, courtesy of Sam Gap. See more of Gap and company here. Spread offense. Middle of the field. Doubles to the left. Doubles to the right. Sends a man in motion. That's Mike Gap going left to right. Hand off to Sam. Sam skirts past the defender in a gain of 9. They might give him enough, actually, from the 25 to the 35. It is another 1st down gallop by Gap. He has 152 tonight. That's his 4th 1st down run. He has 3 touchdown runs, of course. 1st down and 10. Brought to you by Agrimax on the 1st down. Agrimax at 218-891. Same motion for Gap. End around reverse. This is Kevin Rorick dancing in the backfield. Now goes upfield, puts his foot in the dirt, and he gains 5.
Number 7, Kevin Rorick.
Kevin Rorick, his 2nd carry tonight. His last one went for 21. Might give him the extra boost there for a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. At the 41, call it 42-yard line. PCW territory. Middle of the field. Sam Gap to the right hip of Zavarol. Gives it to Gap up the middle. And finally, corralled is Gap for 1 yard. Maybe they give him 2 after he lunges forward. 3rd down and 1 coming up for Polk County West's offense. Gap's 7th carry tonight. 154 on the ground. It's his 1st carry of the night that didn't go for a touchdown or a 1st down. 31 at the 44, Polk County West. Middle of the field. Sam Gap to the left hip. False start, Polk County West. Both Kevin Rorick and the left tackle, Alex Hart, took off early.
Flag on the field, false start on the Thunder.
The Thunder's second penalty of the night. And only 4 tonight. 4 in the first half. 2 apiece by both squads. Backs them up 5, 3rd and 6 at the 39. One thing you can always bet on, Polk County West and the spread offense, after running more of a wing in the last couple of years, have worked it to perfection 2.5 weeks in, just about. Same formation. Looks like the same play. Mike Gap goes in motion, and Mike Gap gets it going the right side, races past everybody, and Gap finally tripped up inside the 40 to the 36-yard line of Fosston territory.
Turn for a first down run. Thunder ball on the 36-yard line.
Mike Gap takes it all the way to the Fosston 36 from the 39 of Polk County West. First down, brought to you by Agrimex. Polk County West in Fosston territory. Spread offense. Rourke goes in motion. Handoff up the middle. This is Mike Gap. Mike Gap to the right side. Now Sam Gap actually on the sideline, far side, and tries to split the defense inside the 10, and he's down with 1st and goal to go.
Gonna set up the Thunder nicely. 1st and goal.
Sam Gap blasts out for another first down carry. From the 36-yard line, I believe they'll call it at the 5. Officially, they do call it at the 5-yard line. Gain of 31 for Gap. Only one carry tonight that hasn't gone for a first down or touchdown. Once again, that first down brought to you by Agrimex. 1st and goal to go. Up 35-0 already. Polk County West in the shotgun. No, Zavarol will go under center this time. Might call his own number. Sends Gap in motion. Handoff up the middle. Met in the backfield for minimal gain, if any at all. New player in the backfield trying to get Montana Jorgensen, the junior offensive lineman, lined up in the backfield. And he finds nothing there. 2nd down and goal coming up at the 4. Coach Darren Bicklum trying to get some of his non-skilled players to show off their skills. Zavarol under center again. Jorgensen in the backfield again. Doubles to both sides. Perhaps the same play. Mike Gap in motion. Hand off to Jorgensen. Jolting ahead. Touchdown Thunder. Polk County West 6 more. Montana Jorgensen with the plunge. 41-0 here in the first half. Jorgensen gets his number called 2 times in a row, and he finds 6. The offensive lineman, after blocking for both gaps tonight, getting some love shown. Rourke, that one, less velocity on it, but through and true. 42-0. Polk County West, 42 first half points over Fosston. It is 42-0. Be right back after 30 seconds here on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Harvest specials from Norman County Implement. Highway 9 North 8 at 12 road, 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced for $20,000. 2013 Amity 12 row 22-inch bead harvester with active depth, local trade, good condition. Call for the pricing on this one. Talk with Chuck or Neil. Also ask them about tractors and the new versatile Fury that's available from Norman County Implement. Plus, don't forget the J&M 750 grain cart. Norman County Implement. Thanks you for your business. 218-784-2961.
We welcome you back to Climax. It is cool and crisp tonight. Should dip down to the high 50s in the second half around 9 o'clock. It's only 7:52 and it's 42-0. Polk County West on top of Fosston. 2:51 to go in the second quarter on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Cohen Rourke kicking off once again for the Thunder. Looks like Olsen and Norland once again back deep to receive. Let's see. Mike Gap has scored 3 times. Zavaral's thrown 2 touchdown tosses to Rorick. Just diving on it at the 35-yard line is Ryan Dupont. And that's where Fosston will set up. Mike Gap, 4-yard run. Zavaral to Rorick, 3 yards out through the air. Mike Gap, 17-yard run. And then followed up 85 yards. Zavaral, 25 yards through the air to Colin Rorick again. And Jorgensen, the offensive lineman, looking to cap out this first half with a 4-yard scurry and bullies his way in for 6 more. When you got the offensive lineman blocking like they are tonight for Gap, who has 154 yards, not counting that last 31-yard touch, you guys give them a chance to score as well. Doubles to the left, offset eye, Olsen, dive, and he is met in the backfield for a loss by a plethora of PCW defenders. Ethan Evans comes into the game, makes a play. It's like a loss of 1. Ball at the 36. Now make it the 34. Fosston might be falling in the negative numbers as a team. Looks like they are overall offensively, total yards. Second down 11 at their own 34. Right hash mark. Palabicki under center, offset eye. Ethan Gray, the fullback, offset to the right. He gets the call, skirts to the left, and maybe gains an inch. No inches being given by Polk County West's defense, whether it's the first team or the second. See some new numbers in there for Polk County West, and some of the same as well. No gain on the play for Ethan Gray, his 4th carry. Coaching staff for PCW, they take out Isaac Zavaral from the safety spot. Looks like Kevin Rorick will make the call back there for the defensive backfield. Doubles to the left, offset left on the eye. And a bootleg to the left side for Palabicki, the lefty. And it hit the hands of Ethan Gray, and Gray with the drop. 4th down and 11.
There to break up the pass, going to bring up 4th down.
Mike Gap also met Gray as he tried to corral it. And good timing on Gap's part. 4th down and 11. Palabicki 0 for 4 tonight. And we have another punt by Robbie Olsen. He's had 2 good ones so far. Olsen causing Polk County West to opt for longer field starts. And this one might take another good bounce. And it's officially past midfield at the Polk County West 47. High snap to Olsen. And he made do with what he had. The Thunder, I believe they're sending out the varsity team still, and they are. Zavaral to command them. Up 42-0. 58 seconds, under a minute left here in the first half. Ball is at the 46 of PCW territory. Not counting the 31-yard run by Sam Gap. He's at 154 on the night with, I believe, 3 touchdowns. Make it 4, I believe. No, 3 touchdowns from Mike Gap. And they will take a knee. A victory formation in the first half for Polk County West. They take the knee. Zavaral takes his time and then drops to the right. They'll have to take it one more time, I believe, until they head to the locker room. And unfortunately for Zavaral, that will affect his overall rushing stats. Losing a yard or 2 there. Zavaral has thrown it 6 times tonight. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Takes the second knee and that's the last knee he'll have to take of the first half. In the first half, Polk County West pounces on Fosston for 42 points. Just like week 1, they opened up against Red Lake County with 41. They matched that and add one more here in the first half against Fosston. Polk County West 42, Fosston 0 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back for halftime report with halftime stats and analysis. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Polk County West versus Fosston in Section 8A Minnesota High School football on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org. The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome to our halftime report on yourliveevent.com. It's calm, cool, and collected for Polk County West here in Climax, up 42-0 over Fosston, the Community Co-op scoreboard. We're at halftime, and let's recap how we got here, how Polk County West has plundered the end zone tonight. 21 points in the first quarter for Polk County West, 2 in favor of running back senior Mike Gapp. A 4-yard run to kick things off with 9:51 to go. They pounced on Fosston after a fumble recovery, followed by sophomore running back for Fosston, Gavin Gray, picked up by Polk County West's Daniel Suda, and just a few short plays later, Gap punches in from 4 yards out, 7-0. 6:46, Zavarol to Colin Rorick, 3-yard pass on a dart slant, and Rorick rips it out of the air for 6 more, 14-0 at that point. 3:32 first quarter, Mike Gapp, 17 yards out, glides in, 21-0 at the pylon. Second quarter, 85 yards to the crib. Mike Gapp puts it on and turns on the afterburners after breaking a plethora of Fosston tackles. 28-0 after the 85 run by Gapp. 9:08, just under a minute, right at a minute later barely. 25-yard pass from Zavarol to Colin Rorick. 25 yards out, 35-0. Rorick kicks the PAT. Jorgensen, Montana Jorgensen, the offensive lineman, junior number 51, gets his time to shine as the sun sets here in Climax. He plunges in from 4 yards out, and the offensive line is showing a little love for their hard work tonight, giving Gapp and company some room to run. It's halftime, and it's 42-0 Polk County West on top of Fosston. Taking their break and have first half stats after this. Also scores from around the yourliveevent.com coverage area. Don't go anywhere. This is yourliveevent.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome back to halftime here in Climax. 42-0. Polk County West on top of Fosston Community Co-op scoreboard. Let's get to our halftime stats for Polk County West. They have 304 offensive yards put out tonight. 242 on the ground and 62 through the air. Isaac Zavarol on the night. 5 for 6 with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. That was by Jesse Beckman, the sophomore middle linebacker for Fosston. They've forced 2 fumbles and have picked off 1, so 3 turnovers for the Polk County West defense. Sam Gapp, the senior back, with 8 carries for 185 yards. And I have to double-check myself. I believe he does have 2 touchdown runs, one of 17 and one of 85. I believe it was actually Mike Gapp who punched in the first one from 4 yards out. Mike Gapp with 4 on the first carry and then 25 on another first down gallop from Mike Gapp. So 29 on 2 carries from Mike Gapp. Kevin Rorick, 28 yards on 2 carries, 1 run of 21 yards. Isaac Zavarol, 3 rushes, 4 yards. Zavarol through the air, as I said, 62 passing yards. 5 for 6, 2 scores, 1 interception. That 1 interception, his lone incompletion, of course. Colin Rorick on the night, 28 yards receiving on 2 catches and 2 touchdowns through the air. Denny with a 15-yard dart to him on the dime from Zavarol. Mike Gapp took one in, 12-yard first down reception for Gapp. And if I'm right here, that was Mike Gapp's first reception and only reception, Zavarol's first pass of the game. Kevin Rorick also caught 1 for 7, his lone reception. Once again, 304 offensive yards for Polk County West in the first half, and offensive outburst for the Thunder, and that is nothing new for this PCW squad 3 weeks in to the 2021 campaign. Take one more quick break and tally up Fosston's halftime stats. Don't go anywhere. It's 42-0 Polk County West and Fosston here at halftime. You are watching YourLiveEvent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and RJ Broadcasting Incorporated.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Welcome back to halftime here in Climax. Time for our first half stats for the Greyhounds. And for Fosston, not a lot to talk about really. Their leading carrier with 10 carries is Robbie Olson, 10 carries and negative 14 yards. Ethan Gray comes in with 4 carries for 4 yards, but the negative plays by Olson in the backfield negate that. Thatcher Palibicki is 0 for 4 passing-wise. No receptions, of course. The Greyhounds have turned over 3 times, 2 fumbles, and 1 interception. They have an interception on their part, thanks to the likes of sophomore backer Jesse Beckman. The lone turnover by Polk County West tonight. Zavarol, as I said, 5 for 6 is 1 lone incompletion, a pick. And that's where we stand. Both teams with 2 penalties apiece. I believe we might have some more time to get some numbers from around the YourLiveEvent.com coverage area. Park River area is down 21-0 versus Hillsborough Central Valley. That one's up in Park River. Lisbon is taking on Oak Grove. Haven't seen any scores there yet. And I believe Shanley, if we can go to our official YourLiveEvent.com Twitter page at YourLiveEvent1 for score updates. Shanley's playing St. Mary's in Bismarck. Lisbon and Oak Grove. Of course, our game here in Climax. And the other side of Minnesota, Section 8A, rivals to both Polk County West and Fosston. Mahnomen Waubun in War Road. War Road lost to Polk County West last week, 34-6. And that's where we stand in YourLiveEvent.com land. 5 football games tonight. You can feast on them here on our YouTube page. You can also check out the highlights on Facebook and Twitter, written and video recaps. If I can bring up YouTube real quick, I can give you some scores for, I believe, Lisbon. Lisbon has been absolutely amazing this season so far, as has Polk County West. You can come in live now with Oak Grove and Lisbon, and currently at a timeout break. Luckily for live YouTube streams, you can rewind and see where they stand. They might be around halftime as well. Jerry Peralta out there in Lisbon, and at the half, I believe, yes, Lisbon up against Oak Grove in Class B North Dakota football. Lisbon 38, Oak Grove at 7. We'll check on Shanley and St. Mary's. They're possibly at halftime as well. It's around that time at 8:12 now. Shanley on top of St. Mary's 21-7. That's Chase Miller and company out in Bismarck. And we'll check in one more time of Hillsborough Central Valley and Park River. And it's still 21-0. Start of the third quarter. Hillsborough Central Valley is receiving the football as we speak. We're 45 seconds away from the second half in climax. And looking for Monoman Waubun and Warroad. There they are. And probably at halftime as well. Looks like they possibly having scoreboard difficulties. We'll check on Warroad and Monoman Waubun later. Polk County West actually won the coin toss. They deferred. They get the ball back to start the second half. Kicking off is Thatcher Palbicki. Thank you, Luke. Right-hand man tonight, Luke Sanis from Fosston. We're underway in the second half. Back deep man for Polk County West. Tackled immediately at the 20-yard line, coming in on a dart. And I believe that was Norland, Aaron Norland, the junior, number 29. Will Zavarall, the freshman Zavarall, on the return. Sets up Polk County West right near the 20-yard line, and at the 21, they'll call it. And I believe we have JV members in for the Thunder. Up 42-0 here at halftime. And now in the third quarter, get some new players in here in a second as the third quarter begins officially. Low snap, handed off up the middle for no gain on the play. Minimal at best for Polk County West.
David Larson on the carry.
That's number 30, David Larson. Freshman getting some time to shine. No gain for him. All the starters pulled by Polk County West. Sam Gap's night ends at 8 carries, 3 touchdowns, and 185 yards. Looking for the new quarterback, and that is Will Zavarall, the younger brother of Isaac. Same old spread offense, sends a man in motion. Colin Rourke still in. Colin Rourke takes it left to right on the end around and maybe gains 1.
Number 11.
Excuse me, not Rourke, that is number 11. John Prozzi just add 10-1. Now a gain of, call it 4. Third down and medium coming up. At the 22-yard line, Polk County West, first drive of the second half. Under center now. Lone back, doubles to both sides. In motion is Prozzi. Zavarall, handoff up the middle, and a first down gallop by the Thunder. That's Larson again, leaping forward.
David Larson up the middle for a first down.
David Larson. It's another crack at it. Finds a first down. Pushes it to the 35-yard line. Zavarall in the shotgun, and Will Zavarall. Larson to his right. Doubles in the middle of the field. Man in motion. Prozzi hands off to Larson. Met in the backfield almost immediately and plunges forward for maybe 1.
Larson straight up the middle for a short gain.
Believe it.
2nd and 9.
Same defenders for Fosston. Getting reps in. 2nd down and 9 coming up at the 36 of PCW. Polk County West, no strangers to putting up this amount of points in the first half. They put up 41 against Red Lake County in week 1 in the first half. They put up 42 tonight. Same formation for Zavarall. Handoff to Larson. Right side, runs into a defender and boots a few more yards. 3rd down and 8. 41-24 week 1. Credit to Red Lake County. They scored 24 straight points in the second half. Flash forward to week 2 at War Road. 34-6. The Warriors lose to Polk County West. Thunder winners against the Warriors. 3rd down and 6 for the Thunder at their own 38. Zavarall shotgun, middle of the field. Same story, different dance on the fumble. Zavarall to have to keep it himself, and he is roped down, hurled down in the backfield. Bobble snap, and that's Jaden Bakke, originally number 57, now 55 tonight. Bakke blasts through and blasts Averall. Buries him for a loss. 4th down and long coming up for Polk County West. And they will punt. Do we have a time? I believe Prowsey has to substitute out. Possibly lost some attire. Will Zavarall checks the sideline. And Prowsey's place is number 26, Mike Gapp. He'll play the wing position. I believe back deep the punt is number 33, Zach Finno. And that's actually 53, Nick Brunden, excuse me. And punt is bobbled near the 34 by Fosston. On the return is Tristan Osmondson. Brunden, a nice boot. Fosston football at their 32-yard line. 7:59, second half, 42-0. Thanks to a hat trick by senior back Sam Gapp. Fosston used all 3 timeouts in the first half. Their first 3 timeouts to start the game. Confusion here in week 3. New players being rotated in and substituted. Some injuries as well to deal with. I believe Robbie Olson had to clear the concussion protocol earlier this week. Almost didn't play. Luckily for him, he got to get back in there. Thacker, hands off to left side. Thatcher to Olson. Olson skids past the defender and met at the 40-yard line for a positive gain of 5.
Olson on the carry, number 55, Dawson Willits.
Dawson Willits, the starting Mike backer, in on the play. Ball is pushed near the 40. It's officially at the 39. Olson with a positive play here on his 11th carry. Offset eye. Ethan Gray, the fullback, to the right. Singles to both sides. Palubicki hands off to Olson right side. And once again, Polk County West, whether it's the first team or the second team, send it through for a tackle for a loss. From 2nd and 5 to 3rd down and 11. Loss of 6. 12 carry for Olson. Ball is at the 34-yard line, 3rd and 11. For Thatcher Palubicki, the junior quarterback. Offset eye to the right, doubles to the left. Middle of the field. Handoff up the middle to his fullback, Ethan Gray. Gray bounced off one defender and found positive yardage, but is quickly corralled down.
62, Ryan Sullivan in on the tackle.
Ryan Sullivan scurries in to make the play. And it's 4th down and 8. 3 yards for Gray. He has 7 on 5 attempts. Fosston will punt. Robbie Olson will do the honors. Feet planted at the 41 for Polk County West. I believe that's number 21. Dawson Rorick. Rorick it is. And that bounces off of Fosston inside the 40, now at the 37, and that's where Polk County West will set up shop. Second team in for the Thunder. Freshman quarterback, Will Zavarall, younger brother of Isaac, who passed 5 for 6 tonight. 2 touchdown strikes to Colin Rorick, his go-to target. 1 interception. Just a nice play right in the right spot at the right time. Jesse Beckman, the junior backer for Fosston. 1st down and 10 at the PCW 38. 5:24 in the 3rd quarter. Up the middle, Larson on the draw. No gain, maybe lost a yard. Greyhounds gang up on Larson inside.
Christian Nyland with the good tackle.
Nyland on the tackle for Fosston. 2nd down and 10 coming up. For Polk County West, we can look ahead just a little bit for both teams. Polk County West takes on an 0-2 currently Bagley team next week at Bagley, another Section 8A matchup. In motion is Prozzi. Zavarol takes it himself, right side quarterback keeper, and he's spun around in the backfield for a loss. Nice play, screaming in. I believe that was number 23, Ryan Dupong, the freshman.
Ryan Dupong with the
Dupong darts in
third down
for the tackle, brings up 3rd down and long. You can hear the Polk County West coaching staff encouraging their JV team. 3rd down and 12 coming up at the PCW 39. Spread offense, Zavarol barks orders to Sawyer Horkin on the right side, who goes in motion, number 3. Zavarol takes it himself, quarterback keeper, and he's going nowhere, spun down.
Quarterback keeper by Zavarol. In on the tackle, 50.
Looks like number Will Christian in on the play, the freshman defensive end. Brings up 4th and 12. No gain on the play for Zavarol. 5 games on YourLiveEvent.com tonight. This one in favor of Polk County West in the 3rd quarter. Brendan the punt the 2nd time, and a wobbler, 2 bounce snap back to Brennan, but he puts a lick on that one. That one's taken at the 25-yard line. That's Tristan Osmondson, who has a lane and then jumps back into the left side on the near sideline and brings it to the 36. A return of 11 by number 11, Osmondson. For Fosston next week, they take on the also 0-2, the current 0-2, Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Last week, the Raiders lost to Monoman Waubun. That game was on YourLiveEvent.com with Sean Bjork. Second home game of 2021 for PCW. Starting off the home stand right. Palabicki offset eye, handoff, Olsen left side, met in the backfield, tries to bounce off the defender, won't go anywhere. In on the play is Prozzi projecting in for the tackle.
Prozzi with a good tackle, number 11, going to be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 for Olsen. Prozzi with the tackle. Second down and 8, 2:20 here in the 3rd quarter. Fosston, around this time last week, scored their first touchdown of the season. Ryan Dupong on the 27-yard connection from Palabicki. That was against the Cougars at Ada. Palabicki rolls it out right side himself on the bootleg and is dragged down from behind by Sawyer Horkin, the freshman linebacker. Makes the play for a minimal gain.
Sawyer Horkin comes running in to make the tackle. 3rd and 4.
4 yards on the carry by Palabicki. His first rush of the night, if I'm not mistaken, it goes for positive yardage. 3rd down and medium, verging on a gray area of short coming up for Fosston. At their own 43-yard line. Offset eye, Palabicki going to pass, left-handed, over the middle, caught on a slant pattern, breaks 1 tackle, and inside the 30 now, at the 39-yard line. On the catch is Dupong. Oh, they call it Norland. It's number 29, actually. From the 43 to the 38 of Polk County West. And Palabicki completes his first pass of the night. And goes to the 43. Norland with the catch. The junior wide receiver on the slant pattern. Offset eye. Doubles to the left. Handoff to the left to Olsen. He's going nowhere. Olsen dragged down.
Number 7, Robbie Olson on the carry.
Loses 2 on the play. We're under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. This might be quarter if Coach Acri and quarterback Palibicki let it be so, and it will, in fact, be so. Fosston opts to go to the fourth quarter, facing a 2nd and 13 at the Polk County West 42-yard line at the PCW 42. Thunder up 42-0 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with the fourth and final quarter of regulation here in Climax. It's all Thunder on top of the Greyhounds here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas, because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
We welcome you to the fourth quarter of play between Fosston and Polk County West. Fosston down to Polk County West 42-0 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Final 12 minutes of regulation to go. Palubicki, after a 19-yard completion to his wide receiver Norland, takes it into Thunder territory. Aaron Norland with the first down catch. Now going right to left on our dial. Palubicki, offset eye, doubles to the left. His fullback Ethan Gray offset to the right. Olson gets it. Palubicki was slammed, and Olson slammed as well for a loss. 4th down and 15 coming up.
Number 72 was in the backfield. Satterlin to disrupt everything. Number 11, Projet.
Jacob Satterlin, the freshman defensive lineman, screams in to make the play. Call it 3rd and 15 at the Polk County West 43-yard line. Now call it the 44. Middle of the field, same formation. Doubles to the right for Palubicki. Back to pass. Lefty goes over the middle and has another completion right near the sticks. And it might be Norman. No, this is Dupont with the reception. His second. He had one last week and now one this week, and that one goes for 15 yards. Dupont's first catch of the night, his second in as many weeks, and it's 1st down and 10 for Fosston. Dupont for 15. Palubicki with back-to-back passes for first downs. One of 19, now a 15. Ball's at the 29. Blitz might be coming from Polk County West on defense. And someone jumped off sides. Either Polk County West jumped on defense. They go encroachment. It caused the left tackle, new left tackle in for Fosston. That is Tristan Nyland, who did not jump. He was just reacting to the defender from the Thunder. Brings up 1st down and 5. 3rd penalty against the Thunder tonight. Only 2 against Fosston. They've kept clean there. Doubles to the right. Offset eye to the left. Hand to Olson. Olson, stretch play. Has a lane. Makes a man miss. And he is buried down and bodied out of bounds. It looks like he may have a 1st down. Olson providing a spark for Fosston.
To the left side for another 1st down.
That 1st down brought to you by Agramax. That's an Agramax first down. The team at Agramax is here to help farmers from around the Red River Valley. Call them at 218-891-2211 or visit agramaxllc.com. That one goes to the 11-yard line for Olson. First down and 10 at the 11 for Fosston. Of 23 over the middle and through the hands, I believe, of Norland. Second down and 10 coming up.
Pass was just out of the reach for the Greyhounds. Going to bring up second down.
That first down run by Olson of 13. That was his 16th carry of the night. Now brings him to negative 5 yards, battling back against his Polk County West defense. Second down and 10 at the 11. 8:48 and ticking here in the fourth. Powybicki under center. Handoff, Olson, right side, met in the backfield. Looking for an official number there.
Olson on the carry was met by number 11, John Proje.
John Proje with the tackle. Proje plunders the backfield for a loss. Third down and 10. Ball is at the 11 of Polk County West. Polk County West in 2 weeks have not shut anybody out. Give up 24 to Red Lake County. 6 to War Road. Powybicki, quarterback screen and wide receiver screen over the left side. Makes a man miss. And right at the pylon is walloped out of bounds on the play is Osmondson. And he brings it within 1 yard of the end zone. A gain of 11 on that pass from Powybicki.
I think we're going to need to measure to see if it's a first down.
They'll measure for the first down. No score. Out of bounds right before the pylon. That's Osmundson's first reception tonight. And he goes for 11. Refs will confer here. Bring out the chain gang. Let's recap our night so far. For Polk County West in the first quarter, 21 points. Followed it up and doubled it in the second, 21 once again, 42-0. Still a goose egg on the board for Fosston. As I mentioned, 24 points by Red Lake County in week 1 versus this Thunder squad. And 6 last week by War Road. Fosston is short by half a yard, they call it. Ball at the 2-yard line. They call that completion of 9 then. For those keeping track at home. It's 4th down. No, I believe it should be 4th down. No, it is 3rd one. I believe it is 3rd and 1 as the chain gang retreats back to the sideline. Thatcher, Powybicki, and company already ready to go. And it looks like Powybicki will be in a pistol set formation unless he's waiting to go under center. 2 yards to go. Ball at the 2. Powybicki goes under center. Offset eye. Olson the deep back. Gray to the right. Powybicki punches himself. He's in. Touchdown, Fosston Greyhounds. Fosston puts it in for 6, courtesy of the quarterback sneak by Thatcher Powybicki. It's 42-6 on the community co-op scoreboard. Looks like they'll go for 2. Second touchdown of the season for the Greyhounds and consecutive weeks with a score. Building momentum on this young season. 7:04 and ticking in this 4th quarter. Greyhounds go for 2. Doubles to the right for Thatcher. Under center. Gonna pass. Looks to his right. Looks left. Slant pattern. And it hit his offensive lineman in the hip pocket. Incompletion on the play. Fosston doesn't get the 2-point conversion, but they find 6 thanks to Thatcher Powybicki's 2-yard plunge into the end zone. The quarterback keeper is true for Fosston. And on the Community Co-op's Energy Solution scoreboard, Polk County West leads 42-6 with 6:45 and ticking, running clock on here in the climax. We'll be right back here after 30 seconds.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
We welcome you back to Climax. Now it's getting crisp and cool. Fosston finds 6 on the Community Co-op scoreboard, down 42-6 to Polk County West. Running clock was in play. It's at 6:25 where it currently lays. Here in the fourth quarter, Fosston for the first time tonight kicks off. And the second time, kicked off at halftime. This one goes out of bounds, I believe off the right boot of Robbie Olson. And a penalty against the Greyhounds, just their third tonight. That one will push it up, I believe, to the 35 of Polk County West territory. If you're just joining us, you missed all the fun in the first half with Sam Gapp's 185 yards on 8 carries, 3 touchdowns for the senior back. The hat trick pulled off. The Thunder will re-kick. They will elect for Fosston to re-kick, that is. And I believe it's Thatcher Palibicki doing it all tonight. He's punted, he's kicking off, and he just scored 6 on the board. He'll have the honor again. This one from Palibicki away. Picked up at the 30-yard line by Proze. Proze taken down at the 40-yard line. Now running clock is back on. Coach Darren Bicklum's team will improve to 3-0. They don't get their first shutout of the season. And we have a flag that I didn't even see holding against Polk County West on the return. So the Thunder with 4 penalties tonight. That backs up Polk County West to the 25. Once again, 5 football games slated for tonight. If you're looking to feast on some football action, you can watch yourliveevent.com around the Minnesota, North Dakota area. Teams like Lisbon, Hillsborough, Central Valley, Oak Grove, Shanley, and St. Mary's playing tonight. Also in Owen Waban and War Road. JV for PCW. Proze end around going left to right. Spins around, breaks a tackle, and is met finally breaking off a tackle at the far sideline for a 4-yard gain. All of that, and it's probably going to come back for Proze, as there is laundry on the field.
Got another flag on the field.
I believe that might be illegal motion against Polk County West. That flag was thrown as soon as Proze scurried off in motion. Awaiting the referee's confirmation. Illegal motion it is.
Illegal motion on the Thunder.
5 penalties now against PCW. Sure, a hardened and veteran coach like Coach Darren Bicklum will have some things to talk about with his JV squad. One thing to focus on after tonight's soon-to-be victory against Fosston. Luke, we need to get you a headset. First down and 15 at the PCW 24. Zavarol in the trenches. He hands it off to Larson for a minimal gain.
Dive up the middle for Larson.
Larson with the lunge for 2 yards. No, you're right, Luke. There's always time. There's always time in every sport. 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Running clock is on. Here in this 42-6 ball game. Moments ago, Fosston scored its first of the night. Palibiki, 2 yards out, plunges in. Under 5 minutes now. Will Zavarro under center, turns around, hands off to his left to Larson, who again just leaps ahead for a minimal gain.
Larson moves the
Springs up past the original line of scrimmage for 3rd and 9 for Polk County West, a gain of 3 yards. And get 4 for Larson. Ball at the 30-yard line. Spread offense. Back in the shotgun. Middle of the field for Zavarro. That's the younger Zavarro. In motion. Right to left, end around. Hand off to Horkin, who hurries on the far sideline and pushed out of bounds for a 6-yard gain.
On the end around. Going to be 4th down.
Oh, he was pushed out much sooner. So 4th down and call it 7. Horkin for 2. Ball at the 32-yard line. We're approaching the 3:30 mark in the fourth quarter. This game started at 7. It's 8:43. You can do the math right there. Back to punt. Brundon boots it away. Nice spiral on that one. Looks like Patrick Mahomes threw it. This one's taken at the 30-yard line by Osmondson. Scurries near sideline and finally corralled at the 44-yard line of Fosston territory. Nice return by Tristan Osmondson, a sophomore.
70, Greg Downs, and number 50, Ethan Evans.
Ethan Evans, and on the play, along with Greg Downs. Downs, a freshman. Evans, a sophomore, underclassman, getting some time to shine tonight under Friday Night Lights. Fosston takes a timeout. Eric Ockery takes a timeout, down 42-6. His Greyhounds have the football back. 3:19 left to go in regulation. We'll take a break. 42-6 Fosston down the PCW Community Co-op scoreboard.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
First timeout of the second half by Coach Eric Ockery and Fosston. They took all 3 of their timeouts in the first half. They're down 42-6 against Polk County West here in Week 3 of Minnesota High School Football Section 8A Northwest North Conference. 3:19 left to go in regulation. On the previous possession for Fosston, a 2-yard touchdown quarterback sneak by junior quarterback Thatcher Palibiki, and his offense hurries out for the first drive, or first play of this drive. And yes, thank you, Luke. I just saw Robbie Olson get some reps under center. He hands off for once this time, and I believe Palibiki took the handoff, if I saw correctly.
Number 72,
or it might be number 23. Number 23, Ryan Dupong. That one's met in the backfield. Dupong loses 4 yards on his first carry tonight. Robbie Olson Jr. has punted, has kicked. Now he's playing quarterback. Bless you, Luke. Second down and 13 on a 3-yard loss. Olson hands off up the middle to Dupong. Dupong breaks off a few tackles and darts back to the original line of scrimmage. Nice fight by Dupong. DuPont, the freshman, showing fight to make it 3rd down and 10. As I mentioned before, DuPont scored the first touchdown of the season for Fosston last week versus Ada Borup West. 27 yards out on the dart from Pavmiki to DuPont. They give DuPont an extra yard, 3rd down and 9, ball at the 45 of Fosston. Offset I. Ethan Gray is still the fullback, offset to the left. Back to pass is Olsen. He'll go swing pass out of the backfield to DuPont, right side, near sideline, far sideline. It looks like a horse collar is called against Polk County West's defense. Nice gain on the play. It would have been 4th down and short, but DuPont's tackler grabbed him right on the back end of that collar. And they officially will call here a personal foul against Polk County West, which will be their 6th penalty of the night. Unnecessary roughness, horse collar. Gives Fosston a 1st down. Fosston has been clean tonight, laundry-wise, for the most part. Only 3. And most occurred in the first half. This pushes it deep into PCW territory. Inside the 30. Ball is marked at the 33. Make it the 32. Olsen doubles to his left, middle of the field. Offset I. Gonna hand off and immediately met in the backfield. DuPont dragged down.
Number 72, Jacob Satterlin with the tackle for a loss.
Jacob Satterlin shoots in for the TFL. We're under a minute and a half and approaching the 1 minute mark in the 4th quarter. It's 42-6, Polk County West on top of Fosston. 2nd and 13 on the loss by DuPont. Olsen under center. We're under a minute. Offset I. Fullback to the left. That's Gray. Handoff. DuPont up the middle. And he's met for no gain. I believe Fosston will have to run one more play before the school board can strike 0 with no more penalties. Olsen, I believe he may have gotten a call, or they might just let it slide and let it hit 000. And that's exactly what we'll do here in Climax. In week 3 of Minnesota high school football, Polk County West finds itself at 3-0 on the community co-op scoreboard. The Thunder knock off the Fosston Greyhounds 42-6. The 3rd straight week for Polk County West. They have put up 34-plus points. 41 in week 1, 34 last week, and 42 here tonight in their 2nd home game of the season. Once again, your final score on the community co-op scoreboard. Polk County West 42, Fosston 6. Take a break and come back with our final stats and analysis and post-game interviews. Thanks for watching here in this regulation game on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. Harvest specials from Norman County Implement. Highway 9 North 8 at 12 Road, 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced for $20,000. 2013 Amity 12 Road, 22-inch beet harvester with active depth, local trade, good condition. Call for the pricing on this one. Talk with Chuck or Neil. Also ask them about tractors and the new versatile Fury that's available from Norman County Implement. Plus, don't forget the J&M 750 grain cart. Norman County Implement. Thanks you for your business. 218-784-2961.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. It's our post-game show. And of course, you see right there on the Community Co-op scoreboard, Polk County West wins 42-6 against their Section 8A and Northwest North Conference rival, the Fosston Greyhounds. You can see Coach Darren Bicklum address the team right there. I want to say a big thank you and shout out to Luke Sanis of the Fosston Greyhounds tonight for taking the time and helping us out here with our camera work in the broadcast booth. So we get a nice shot of the victors right there for tonight's ball game in Week 3 of Minnesota High School football. Darren Bicklum addresses his team. We will address the absolute plundering of the end zone by Polk County West, our plethora of scores by the Thunder, a ton by the Thunder. They were booming tonight. 21 in the first quarter. Let's get there. Sam Gap, make that Mike Gap. Sam Gap, that is. Sorry. Sam Gap from 4 yards out. A 7-0 start in favor of Polk County West. And then just 3 minutes later, Zavarall to Colin Rourke, 3-yard slant pattern cut. Rourke rips it out of the air. 14-0. 3:32. It's Sam Gap, 17-yard touchdown run, 21-0. 10-13 in the second quarter. 85-yard run by Sam Gap. Makes it 28-0. And that was Gap's final touchdown of the night. He pulled off the hat trick. 3 scores and I believe 11 carries for 185 yards by the senior back. No, only 8 carries for Sam Gap. That's all he needed. Later on in the second quarter, 9:08 left. 25-yard pass from Zavarall to Rourke. Once again, that's Colin, 35-0. 2:51 left to go for halftime. Montana Jorgensen, the offensive lineman, gets his time in the end zone. 4-yard plunge for him. The last score of the game, scoreless in the third. Thatcher Palubic with a quarterback keeper 4 yards out. Cut that in half, make it 2 yards out. 42-6, 2-point conversion is no good by Fosston. And that's where it stands and ends on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Polk County West 42, Fosston 6. We'll get more stats and analysis here to come, as well as looking ahead to next week. And hopefully talk to Coach Darren Bicklum and one of his star-studded players tonight, the Thunder, with a great effort against the Fosston Greyhounds tonight. Again, Polk County West 42, Fosston 6. Take a break and come back, hopefully with post-game interviews. Don't go anywhere. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Let's get you some scores from around our YourLiveEvent.com coverage area. Final in Park River. Hillsborough Central Valley, 44. Park River area, nada. Zip, 0. Hillsborough Central Valley with, I believe, now their 4th win in a row. In North Dakota, 11B football region 2 and Class B for the Burros. They are winners tonight, as is Polk County West, 42-6 over Fosston. Let's check on Shanley and St. Mary's. And a good tight one, I believe, in the third quarter currently. This one not dragging along, but a long one, an elongated game. St. Mary's up against Shanley, 28-21. I believe Shanley was up 21-7 at halftime. Shanley is a little shaken up here as St. Mary's has scratched its way back. 28-21. That game's with Chase Miller, also on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's check on Oak Grove and Lisbon. I believe it was all Broncos last time we checked, and it is all Broncos in the fourth quarter. Lisbon up 52-7. JV players in, and even the JV Bronco players are inching close to the end zone. 52-7. Lisbon on top of Oak Grove. War Road and Monoman-Waban. War Road lost to Polk County West 34-6 last week. Looks like this game has concluded. Monoman-Waban, a Section 8A team, as well with Fosston and Polk County West. And I don't see a final score. Let's see if we can go to the Twitterverse and check out what we have here. Once again, you're watching the post-game celebration by the Polk County West faithful here at Climax Shelley School and Climax, Minnesota, of course. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer. Thanks for sticking with me tonight here in this walloping by Polk County West. Let's see if we have some tags by old Kaylin back at KRJB Radio. I believe we don't have anything else as far as being tagged in on YourLiveEvent.com, which you can follow on Twitter at YourLiveEvent1. On KRJB 106.5 FM, looks like Ada Borup West, after 3 quarters, is up 39-0 over Walker Hackensack Ackley. Scrolling along here, give you some more scores from around the leagues and area. Monoman-Waban triumphant with the win over War Road. The Monoman-Waban Thunderbirds winners 41-6, almost the exact same score we have here tonight. Monoman-Waban, cream of the crop here in Section 8A, as well as Polk County West. Both teams are still undefeated, 3-0 in 2021. That's all the games we have on YourLiveEvent.com tonight. You can check out the Shanley and St. Mary's one, and as well as the conclusion of Lisbon and Oak Grove, that game in Lisbon, and Shanley currently at St. Mary's. An elongated celebration. We'll take a break. If we don't hear from Coach Darren Bicklum and company, we'll get on to our players of the game. Don't go anywhere. This is our post-game report here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to YourLiveEvent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at YourLiveEvent1 and on Facebook at YourLiveEvent.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Welcome back to our post-game wrap-up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Polk County West 42, Fosston 6 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Now joined by the head honcho for the Thunder himself, Darren Bicklum. Coach, it's very similar to week one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got off to a quick start and got a turnover right away and got some points on the board and kept going from there.
Now, first turnover, pretty much a gimme on that drop on the fumble. The second one, that interception by Landon Denny, he just straight up ripped it out of the receiver's arms. That type of effort early on, setting the tone. What is it like to see that?
Well, it's nice to see kids playing hard and, and giving 100%, and that's what we strive for all the time. And a lot of them got her done tonight. And when a team's playing like that, it's fun to watch.
We can talk all day and night about both Mike and Sam Gap. Sam, I don't know if you know, 8 carries, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns, but we saw you give some love to your offensive line. Montana Jorgensen gets the plunge in from, 4 yards out. When was that a decision made to give the offensive line some love with Jorgensen scoring?
Oh, yeah. He's played in the backfield most of his career. Last year he moved to the center for us, and we needed a center. And we told him that, we'll reward him for it. So, this year too. And I know you'd love to play fullback, but, you got to – small school, North Minnesota, you got northern Minnesota, you got to do what's due and put people where they need to be.
Got to play your dues, but he gets some time back in the limelight and relive the glory days, so good for Montana Jorgensen with the score. And after that, 42 points in the first half. You call it good if you're varsity. What's one word, or let's say one sentence you can use to describe your offense tonight? 3 straight weeks putting up 34-plus points.
I think being consistent, and we were able to throw and run the ball.
Yeah, spread offense works wonders, whether it has to be Zavarov slinging it or the Gaps running up the gap. And they did it tonight, 42-6. We'll just touch briefly on next week. It's against a currently 0-2 Bagley squad, correct? And a Section 8A game there. So back-to-back for your squad. Anything that you have even looked forward towards with the Flyers?
We know that we've never played them before, so it's new ground for us and new territory. So we watch them film, and we'll treat it like any other week. We'll prepare like we always do, and move or make some switches on the fly if we have to. But if we just come out and do what we do right away, I think we'll be good.
Coach, congrats on the win, and go enjoy it with your team.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Coach Darren Bicklum, for taking the time. Congrats to him. Good luck going forward against Bagley next week. That game is in Bagley, so safe travels, Coach Darren Bicklum. Once again, taking the time here on our post-game report. Polk County West 42, Fosston 6. And why not just roll into our players of the game, as most of the Thunder players have retreated to the locker room. And let's face it, we know who the Enbridge Energy Player of the game is. You know it. I know it. My mom and dad back home in both Missouri and Texas know it. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the game is Sam Gap. Sam Gap, as I have said over and over tonight, 8 carries, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns here in the third week. Enbridge Energy Player of the game is Mr. Sam Gap. Work has begun to replace Line 3 and keeping everyone safe as Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we all want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Enbridge Energy Player of the game. Running back, the senior, Sam Gap. Let's get on to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game. In this game, saw 2 precise players and stand out and be pinpoint when they needed to be in their few moments to shine. And I'm talking about Colin Rourke and Isaac Zavarall. And usually an award with the name Precision Player of the Game usually is bestowed upon a quarterback, or in baseball, a pitcher. Tonight, we're going to roll with Colin Rourke. Colin Rourke in Week 1 against Red Lake County, 1 reception for 77 yards in 6 on the score. 2 catches tonight for 28 yards, both touchdowns, 1 of 3 yards and 1 of 25. So the honor of our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game falls upon senior wide receiver Colin Rourke, number 1. RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Thinking of upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at the locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rates and financing. RDKEnterprisesPlannerDoc.com. Yes, Mom, it is a little crisp and cool tonight. It does look cold, doesn't it? As you guys sit home in Missouri with your 90-degree weather. My jacket's not on yet. I'm feeling warm after the heat Polk County West put on tonight on the scoreboard. Once again, 42-6, and your 2 players of the game, they are Sam Gapp and Colin Rourke. Let's take one more break before we end it for tonight. Once again on the Community Co-op scoreboard, Polk County West 42-6 over Fosston. Be right back in 1 minute. You are watching YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome back to our post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com. Final Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Polk County West 42, Fosston 6 is your final through 4 quarters. 42 points put up in the first half. That's all they needed. Polk County West with the win. Polk County West now on what's getting to the middle part of the season. Thunder are 3-0, make that 2-0 at home, and 2-0 in Section 8A, and 2-0 in Northwest North Conference. They currently stand at second in the conference. No, tied for first. They were second last season, tied with 3 different teams, those being, I believe, Monoman Waubun, and I'm trying to think of the third one. I can't think of them right now. As for Fosston, they dropped to 0-3, 0-2 in the road, and 0-2 in Section 8AA and Northwest North Conference. That might be 0-3, depending on Monoman Waubun and Ada Borup West. Those were 2 section games. Let's get to next week for both squads. However, for Fosston, they come back home to Fosston to take on the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. 6A action. The Raiders came in tonight 0-2. Eric Ockery and company will have a game with the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. That game on September 24th at 7 p.m. in Fosston. 0-3 Fosston Greyhounds against the currently 0-2 Lake Park Audubon Raiders. For Polk County West at 3-0, perfect on the season, they take on the currently 0-2 Bagley Flyers in Bagley, Section 8A action. And according to Coach Darren Bicklum, a team they have not seen. I believe Bagley jumped some classes, and they now have the honor of taking on the undefeated Thunder of Polk County West. I believe that does it here in Climax. As again, thank you to Brendan and the Climax Shelley School staff for being so accommodating, of course, in our second game in Climax of this YourLiveEvent.com season in this fall. That's right. Anytime. We love to be here anytime. Here in Climax in Polk County West. In Climax, 2-0 on the season at home, 3-0 overall. One more time on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Your final, Polk County West 42, Fosston 6. You can find the recap of this game on our website, RJ Broadcasting Incorporated, our written recap, and the highlight recap on our Twitter page at Your Live Event 1, as well as Facebook, and what you're currently watching right now on YouTube. Please patronize all the businesses and sponsors you saw in this broadcast that make these possible and bring Polk County West Thunder and Fosston Greyhound football right to your screen. That will do it for me, and that will do it for you guys. Thanks for watching and tuning in to tonight's coverage, especially you know who back in Missouri and Texas. Thank you guys very much, and miss you dearly. For myself, I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, saying have a fantastic rest of your Friday, and good night from Climax.